Okay, I keep having to take little breaks in these. Let's refresh Dragana here. Naboth? Breakdown. Now that business with the ring is over, I should rest as I said I would. Then your promise to my father will be fulfilled. Actually, there's something I would like to discuss with you. I'm in no rush, however, so let us speak again after your repose. Ah, my curiosity, it is piqued. Please, you must tell me now. I can rest while I listen. Oh, well, if you insist. So let's turn down the sound. Oops. I would like you to help me search for more relics from the Vatharang. If my suppositions are correct, I know where many such artifacts are waiting to be uncovered. I base this claim on my knowledge of the route chosen by the Malik when he led his people's exodus from the Flood of Light. Although many tried to take their most prized possessions with them, it soon became apparent that such burdens would only hinder their escape. Each household discarded their personal treasures one piece at a time. By following the exact path traveled from the Vatharang, we will be able to unearth many more priceless treasures. What say you? Will you lend me your aid? Of course! And now I have finished resting, I am ready to start digging. You are quite sure? I am. Arya, you should come too. You've already found one of these shinies. Maybe you can find some more. I will be amply remunerated for your efforts, even if there are no profits to be made from the sale of the items themselves. I too am a proponent of the motto, honest pay for honest work. We should go before my father tries to stop me. Honestly, there's no such thing as working too hard. Well, wait. Where are we going? First location is to the east of the inn at Journey's Head. Allow me to lead the way. Oh, how convenient. Yeah. I guess I'll go do some of the other stuff on the way. Oh, hello, Current. I guess I should probably care about those, huh? Hi, I would like to be on the other side of this little lip. Thank you. There's probably some to the north, right? Yeah. Go back for those, I guess. Hit the button before we hit the thing. Hi, Dragona, you got in my way. Oh yeah, these are all so neat because they're actually from the story, even though they're spawned. Alright. Oh, right, yeah, we're supposed to go ahead of her. That's right. That's right. Oh, screw it. Let's go north. Let's go north and get that one. Northeast? Oh, right. I was literally right under it earlier. Good job, Rennie. Not to go up that way, of course. There it is. Oh, yeah. 248 north. Okay. May as well keep going for him at this point. Make sure I have him. Oh, it's right there. so difficult to find. Ay. Silly me. 456 less. Okay, yeah, that's... Cannot get that one. So... Back down we go! Oops. Back to hitting the wrong button we go! Whew. Oh, thank goodness you're back. I can hear howling and snarling from here. Frightful creatures. Let's hope the rest have seen your handiwork and know to avoid us now. I need to get these supplies back to the inn. Hold up. 122 west. That is accessible. 18 southwest. I think I could just, like, climb that. Unless... Oh, no, that's right. That's a teasing one. You can't access that till the other side. Ugh. Do you want to know what a real trolling moment is? There's a hunt spawn point right here. Yeah. Anyways, I had already gotten the warp down here, so I decided I'm just going to go that way about it. This is it. Thanks to you, I didn't have to drop my shopping even once. Come think of it, I'm glad I didn't make the trip alone. Seems you ended up escorting me. I'll do pay the favor somehow, but first, let's head inside, shall we? Welcome to the inn at Journey's Head. You might be your first visitor from the Crystarium since Alize arrived. It's not much, but it's home for the afflicted and a handful of carers. The afflicted? You don't know? I don't think I've met anyone besides Alize who is so unfamiliar with our situation here. Most folk have grown up knowing someone who knew someone. I might leave out something obvious, so it may be best to have Alize give you the full explanation. Following in her footprints. Now, where is she? Let me go back out to the other questo. I think she might be on patrol. You could wait, I suppose, but why not go and surprise her? She usually takes a look at things from the watchtower first, so you might be able to catch her there. It's not far. Head out the south side and you'll soon see it. Stay behind me in case she comes back while you're gone. Or... I could head out the north side and do this quest. As I recall, there should be a few artifacts scattered around this area. The first items to be discarded were those of low value or simply too cumbersome to be carried over long distances. However, we can assume that many were buried so that they could be recovered later. Therefore, it seems logical that landmarks such as large outcrops and so forth would be used to indicate their position. Less talking, more digging! I want to find the shinies! Lots of lovely shinies over here. What have you got? Oh, a great big shiny. Is this a dinner plate? I'm trying to Amiel, what is this? A heraldic shield. The 5 coins above the castle represent each of the great houses in the Botharang. Coins? Is that because they were rich? Precisely. The capital attracted trade from across Norva, and much of the wealth found its way into their coffers. Such a booming economy was not built overnight, however. Although the Botharang was largely established by humans, the harsh desert environment meant that they had to rely on the aid of neighboring peoples. It was the Mord who taught them how to safely traverse the barren plains, methods for finding sustenance, and much besides. They were also respected partners and boundaries of commerce, and the Both owed a great detailed deal to your ancestors, Gungun. I never knew. History is all around us if we know where to look. Which reminds me, the next location I would like to search is not far from here. This way, if you please. Am I gonna have to go all the way around? Or is the marker just blocking my path? I have reason to believe that more artifacts are resting beneath these ruins. Please take the utmost care with any that you discover. Some may be fragile. Oh, hold on. Have you had any better luck? No, sorry. Oh, now I've had better luck. I know what this is! A decorative Moor's head sculpture! Making these is one of our many traditions. But what is it doing here? We may surprise that was once kept in the pristine palace of Malik. It once housed tokens of friendship from allied people. That the Malik brought such gifts so far from Botharang is proof of their cultural significance. However, when the Both and the Mord first came into contact, there were many disagreements. I don't understand. We Mord hate arguing. The art of negotiation is another one of our many traditions. Yes, I dare say that was a decisive factor in these disparate people finding common ground. Yet the Mord live on when the Both are no more. Hopefully, we will uncover yet more valuable insights to the past at our final excavation site. And may I say, your work thus far has been nothing short of exemplary. Please, save your thanks for when we have finished. There's still much to be done. More treasures to be found. Yep. Semi-auto Malik. I want to dig, dig, dig! Where's the next spot, Amiel? Watch from here, and close to Nabas Severance. It's close to the Nabas Severance. Then what are we waiting for? Must hurry, must hurry! I guess one is a little more on the way? All I say is nowhere to be seen, but you spot fresh footprints on the ground, and they look to be about the right size. Small footprints lead off to the northwest. Oh, hello, Hunt Mark. Continue on to the northwest, right as I got ready. I don't know how many I need, so I'm just gonna change now, just in case. I only need one. Oops. I probably would have gotten aggro by one anyway, so it works out. It works out. Curve around to the west, which is almost where we need to go, actually. These quests just work perfectly together, almost. Hard aggro behind me, so I kind of started making a bigger roundabout right there. Nothing yet, but every handful of dirt I sift brings me closer to the shinies. Gun, there is something I would like to ask you. Yes, I'm listening, working, but listening. Why do you go to such lengths to help me? You have had barely a moment's rest since we first began. Yet you set about your duty like a man possessed. What can I say? I love the work, that is all. Maybe that's not such a good answer. I mean, I am a Mord of Mortzuk. This is our way. Is that so? No such thing as a thing no one needs. And you need these treasures, yes? Then I will find them for you. Helping each other, helping outsiders, it makes no difference. A job well done is a source of great pride for Mord. Now I see why the Naboth valued your ancestors' friendship so highly. Oh, I have found something! Tube? Wait, there's a lid. Let me open it. Ah, something inside. Jamia, what is this? Where did he go? I wanted to show him the treasure of all the times to go for a stroll. Can you go look for him? You'll see further from higher ground. I will wait here and guard the relic. So this is where this spot's gonna troll me, right? There are more tracks here, but they end in a mass of a disturbed sand.
Back here! Is that... It can't be.
You almost lost that one.
I had it under control, right up until the moment I didn't. I'll do better next time. I knew you'd turn up sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner. How are you? We fought them to a standstill, then? The Exarch did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then. I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived. I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or should have at least. When I think of how frantic Tataru and the others must be, I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them. But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning. And even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urianger's vision. He may use 10 words where one would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal. But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims. Nor how difficult it must have been to speak about them. The 8th Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation. As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen, which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters. That great wall of white is a remnant of the flood. 100 years ago, the balance in the first tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam. A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrant was spared. For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects. But when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down. Then they either perish, or are warped into mindless abominations. Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the flood. Once the change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach. But even that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether and triggering the birth of new monstrosities. They are creatures of base instinct that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason, which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them. The infirmary is full of the Sin Eaters' victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
I was about to say, if you move me, I will be upset. Just a matter of time. More for some, less for others. Those patients will all become monsters in the end. And to add insult to injury... Oh, you did move me. How dare you? And to add insult to injury, the afflicted are feared, shunned, cast out of society, exiled here to the edge of the world. The only good thing I have to say about this hellish place is it has served me well as a training ground. Tesley and the others have also been kind enough to share their knowledge of the Sin Eaters. Which is knowledge I can now share with you while you help me finish my patrol, of course. Culling their ranks. Here's what we'll do. I'll take the east side of the inn, you two clear the west. That way you can have an undiluted experience with the resident terrors. These marks on your map are where the usual trouble spots are. You assume that any beast with a white hide or carapace is a Sin Eater, but you'll know for sure soon enough when they come slabbering up after your ether. Remember, it's kill or be killed with these monsters. Once you've slain whatever's prowling around out there, we can rendezvous back at the north entrance. Good hunting. Okay. Oh, hey! there's a current right here too. Right on the path to where the other quest is. Jamil is nowhere to be seen. You best report your findings or lack of the Gungun. I guess I'll do that first. See if I can play dodge the zombie. Okay, I played dodge the zombie. So what happened to him? You do not know? Oh, this bodes ill. Ill indeed. While you were gone, I inspected the treasure. This was a scroll that shows in the Bath royal family tree, and the last Malik's name was Jamil. Which can only mean one thing. He really is the last Malik's ghost. He must have needed someone to find his treasure so he could pass into the afterlife. We must inform Father. If there are ghosts wandering around, he needs to warn everyone. Okay, well. Fair enough. Us. Not make friends with a lizard. And see what we can find in terms of senators. We got a forgiven cowardice here. So yeah, all the senators, when we fight them, are going to be forgiven something. That's just how their naming convention goes. I said no. Yeah, see, there's gonna be one here. I'm guessing. Yeah, it's a cowardice. So yes, this naming convention for simulators does also extend to the S-rank simulator, which is the one in Fallujah. One that I happened to fight the other day. Yeah. That was being given pedantry. So let's go to Martsuk real quick. I'm not sure what Father would make of these goings on, but we must tell him what we saw, or rather what we did not see. Oh no. I guess we'll do the cutscene and then I'll change jobs. Arya, you have been assisting my son with his work, yes? This is true, Father, but we have grim tidings. Master Gengen, Maya have a... Ah, there they are. Whatever is the matter? Do not come any closer. Excuse me? Oh yeah, I'm on auto still. Keep away from me, spirit! I beg your pardon. I may be rather long in the tooth, but I'm still very much alive, I assure you. So I came to the conclusion that he was a ghost of the last Malik on the basis that we have the same name? Perhaps we had best put this misunderstanding down to an overactive imagination. Jamiel the Ninth, the last Malik, was my grandfather. I was named after him, which makes me Jamiel the 10th. So you are Naboth royalty. Well, it makes sense now, I think. But why did you disappear like that? I tried to tell you that I was going to return to emet-selch to prepare your reward, but it seems you did not hear me. All that scrabbling around in the dirt must have drowned out my voice. Oh, sorry about that. I will listen harder from now on. In any case, I'm incredibly grateful to both of you. I have learned much of my people and their exodus from the flood. But there must be many, many more shinies for us to find. And that's not all. I want to know more about the history of the Mord and their friendship with the Naboth. It's my duty as future leader of emet-selch. We cannot leave the treasures buried under the desert or let the stories of our ancestors be forgotten. Let us work together to unearth the past. Master Gengen, you have raised a fine son. And he will be a great leader one day if he can avoid working himself into an early grave. Gungun, there are many relics waiting to be discovered, but there is no need to rush. You will not crumble away to nothing while you are resting. Come, we have much to discuss. Oh, Gungun, where are your manners? Arya, I'm sorry. He has forgotten to express his gratitude. Please allow me on his behalf. Thank you. I was wondering, between all that digging, did you find time to rest? I am gonna sit through it again, aren't I? Okay. Thankfully, cutscene skip does exist. See? No problem. No problem at all. Anyway, let's return to the end real quick here. How did you fare? I thought there might be one or two lurking on the fringes. Nothing out of the ordinary for this area. I expect you notice it yourself, but individually, these lesser sin eaters are no more deadly than any natural predator you might encounter in the desert. It's when they appear in numbers that they pose a threat. Much like the Void Sin, they have an unfortunate tendency to flock to the strongest of their kind. Thus, when a powerful sin eater goes on a hunt, it might be attended by a veritable swarm of weaker kin. Imagine an army of such creatures descending on a village or a hamlet. That's the basic idea behind my patrols, to cull our ranks, often enough that their numbers won't be overwhelming when the big ones come out to play. You've certainly helped on that front. Let's report our victories to the slain then, shall we? Sure. Alice tells me you helped her out on patrol. You have my thanks, and my apologies for leading you from one battle to another ever since the moment we met. In any case, I'm glad to see the two of you found each other. You have no idea how bad Alice missed your company. Everything is always if Arya were here, she would... That's an exaggeration! I don't sound like that either. I was simply trying to view matters from another perspective, and I respect Arya's methods. Honestly, after seeing your action, I can understand why. The way she leaps into the fray without hesitation, it really is something to behold. I might be a little smitten myself. I'm only teasing, though I've no doubt she deserves all the admiration she gets, just as you do. The quest! However, I think on that note, I'm gonna call the video there. So thank you for watching. If you found the video, if you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoy it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps you keep making content like this and more. You can find links for that in the description, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!